What's up, VIP mechanics? Today we have another job coming to you. We are going to change the fuel pump on this 2012 Wakesetter LSV 23. So this is a 2012, and it's got the 6.2 LSA engine. So that's the 6.2 supercharged engine, and it has an in-tank fuel pump assembly. So I tried to source individual fuel pumps from Bosch, and not available anywhere. So I had to bite the bullet and buy this in-tank full fuel pump assembly for something around like 600 something American. So nonetheless, with this one is that I ran that boat out of gas last year, and so when you do that, you can harm the fuel pumps because they run dry and it hurts them. So the pumps use the fuel to actually lubricate them. So that was a bit of a mistake and lesson learned. But anyways, these pumps are a little bit special. They have two pumps in the actual assembly. I'll show that to you when I get the new one apart. And so that's got something to do with the supercharger, and when it spools up, it needs some higher fuel demand. So it's got two little pumps inside the assembly. Anyway, this is a OEM Malibu pump for this exact boat, and I'm pretty excited to get it in, and more excited to even try it out. These fuel pumps do get tired, and if you hurt them, they may not pump as much and as efficient as you really need it to do. So nonetheless, I'm gonna swap it out, take you guys along for the ride. The tools you're gonna need for this job are an old rag to catch some of the gas that's gonna squirt out of the fuel line connector, fuel line disconnect tool. So this is the Canadian Tire disconnect tool. It comes with two sizes, 5/16 and 3/8, I believe. And this is about $9 at Canadian Tire. You need a Phillips screwdriver or a Phillips bit, number 2 Phillips. And then you need a 3/16 Allen and a bit connector with a cordless drill or cordless impact. So these are the tools you're gonna need. This will take the fuel pump out. This one will take the floor out, as well as the carpet pieces around the floor. And then of course your fuel line disconnect. All right, so as you can see, I've already removed the floor and exposed the fuel tank and pump assembly here. So by doing that, you need to remove the wraparound carpet piece that goes around the back of the boat. Okay, so what I've done is and then obviously the side pieces as well that go in here. So they're here and they just come off. There's a screw here going straight down. Same thing on the other side. There's a screw here going straight down. And then it has screws going in this way to the U-shaped piece. And so screws come out of that. Screws come out of here. I left this here. And then screws come out of here. I left one in here. Same thing on this side. Okay, the whole rear back piece comes off. And then your floor comes off with your screws. And then you just slide it back. Just enough to access your pump here. So take out all of your 3/16 Allen bolts. Okay, make sure you try to protect and save the rubber gasket that is on these washers all the way around. And then I left one in because I still have to unhook the hose. And the one staying in, just because when you take these all out, this is spring loaded. So this actually just slowly springs, just very gently springs back and out. So I want it down so that I can get this line off and then take this whole assembly and just kind of move it off to the side. So I'll do that now and show you how I use that removal tool. So you push the tool inwards this way to release the tabs, and then it just pulls back. There we go. And then it leaks a bit, so I bring it up. Leaks a bit out of there, just a bit of pressure. Tiny little bit. Put those out of the way. I have my fuel tank pretty much empty right now. I did it before with about half a tank, 3/4 of a tank, and it was still fine. Plus I have the bow of the boat way down low. So a little bit easier to get the gas up and out of the way. So I'm just gonna curl this up, sit it there. And this is ready to come out. A bit of an upgraded design. Doesn't have the piece on top. It's down here instead. So it's enclosed with the ground. And so no need for that. Exact same plug and play connector and same fuel line connection. So now what I do is I just take this short little Johnson bar and my socket, and I just hold it really close to the neck, and I just do a nice tension torque on each one of them, just until it squeezes the gasket down enough, and I just keep going around, just giving it a tiny little bit of a turn, each one at a time. I don't know what the exact torque spec is on these, but it's not a lot. It's just a brass little insert thread in the tank, so you got to be very careful. If you don't know your torques by experience, you may want to use a torque wrench. This is my second time doing this now, so I know I did it enough last time and it never leaked. It's very low torque. I don't even know what these would be. 20 pounds maybe, like inch pounds. They do tighten down and snug though. It's not just rubber that you're always tightening. They do tighten, it does tighten in. Just make sure you go around each one and evenly do them. The other thing too is if it's dirty around your tank, like I've had that other one out once already, but it was quite dirty in here and dusty. Brake clean. Cleaned everything really nice before I loosened anything, and that way I had no debris that was going to fall into the tank that was around the pump. Oh, might have to do a couple here. Reroute this wire just slightly so I can get it in here nicely, plug it in. There it is. All right, so we got gas in the boat. I added a whole bunch of gas just to make sure that we had lots in the tank. So I put about 80 liters in. I know that's about 20 gallons or so. And just wanted to make sure the tongue of the trailer was jacked up again. Make most of the gas go to the back of the tank. So no leaks, very happy with the way the pump went in. Nothing at least seeping at all, no leaks. And then I fired it up on the fake lake and it runs perfect. So pump works great. And can't wait to try it out in a couple days. So now we'll just button up the rest of the interior here, screw everything back together, get the carpet in, and we'll call it a wrap. All right, guys, so there you have it. Fuel pump is in the boat and job done. So make sure that if you like the content on this channel, that you ring the notification bell and make sure you smash that subscribe button. It really helps us out. Until next time.